Hello everyone and welcome to the final. This is going to include everything we've learned so far. This is part one of two parts. So to start with, we're going to get rid of the cube. Hit X for delete. And then we're going to scale the sphere. And we're going to smooth it. And I'm going to move it over to the right. Next thing I want to do is give it some color, which is adding material. And I'm going to choose it doesn't matter what color material you want, I'll go with blue. Here I'll put blue. Next thing I'm going to do is add a texture. Click on here. And again, new. And you want to make sure this is image or movie. And I'm going to open up a image on my desktop. And it's just a background of a moon. So a moon type background. So I'm going to add that texture. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to go back to the globe. And we're going to make our background black. So under horizon color, I'm going to choose black. Alright, I want to add a path. And this time I'm going to make the path circular. So add curve. Instead of path, I'm going to choose circle. I'm going to scale it out, hit S. And I'm going to right click, hold the shift key down, right click again, control P, and follow path. Okay, and I want to change the number of frames to 75. So I'm going to go down here, it says 250, and change it to 75. Right, and then I'm going to hit play. And you can see that it goes in a circular orbit. So since I chose the texture of a moon, it's similar to a moon. And then I'm going to click on my camera. And then I'm going to choose animation. And you can see that it's coming around, similar to a planet. Now you can see the light's just on the top. If we want, we can move the light around. So what I'll do is go back and just move the light to the center so it's more like the sun in the center of the universe. So I hit escape. That moves me back, and then I'm going to take the light and I'm going to move it to the center. So right where the light preserver is. And if you want to make this a little, well, I think it's probably better where it is. Alright, we'll render it again. I was going to say make it a little larger, but then I think it would go out. The circle would go out of, the sphere would go out of what we see. And now we're using a path. We're creating an animation that's 75 frames. I'm going to let it go all the ways around. That's up to 68, 69, 70, and 75. Now, if you're not happy with the way that the texture is on the sphere, we can go back. Let's do escape. Click on the sphere. And we can go back to our texture. And you can change the way the texture looks As I scroll down, I have projection flat, and I can change that to sphere. And let's go back and take a look again in the render. And we can go back one more time. And again, you want to go to the texture. And we see it's UV. We can go to generated. And then let's try this again. And again, hit render. And now it actually looks like a planet. So now that we're happy with that, we can do animation again. It gives it more of a appearance of a moon. And I put the light source in the center. Sometimes you have to play with the textures to get them right and change those settings that I showed you until you get it to look the way that you like. So I think it's fine. Alright, you want to wait for the entire 75 frames. Alright, now another thing I wanted to show you is you can see down here where this little folder is, it says temp. That's where your images go. They go to the C temp folder. If it says something different here, then you would have to look and see where it is. The type of images that are saved, each frame creates an image, a PNG. So these are located, if I go to the C drive, they will be located at C temp. So again, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go into computer. I'll just do File Explorer, and I will go to C, and I will go to the temp folder. And you can see in here, you can see all my images. Okay, and there should be, I want 75 of them. So I'm just going to delete this. This is leftover from before. I just want my 75 images. So you want to make sure that all 75 are there. And again, this is in the C temp folder on my Windows computer. And if you don't have Windows, so you got extra stuff here I don't want. Just going to delete that. You have to find these images. And we're going to use these images to make an animated GIF with GIMP. And that's going to be the second part of your final. All right. Thanks. Goodbye.